All right.
Man.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks, it's time for the quarterback list.
Oh, I
All
didn't know
right.
those were horns. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was trying to hype it up.
So mainly you going first?
Oh no, you go
Oh,
ahead.
me. Oh, I got some quarterbacks. You could be anybody.
All
All right.
right.
My week 5 NFL top 10 QB list. We got a lot of movement. Not a lot of new names, I'll say, but a lot of movement. Because I think we're starting to get to the point now where it's like teams are playing each other, and so now good teams are starting to form. We can kind of see who's good and who's not based on everybody got either an easy schedule or a hard schedule. So number 10, I kind of had a joking one two weeks ago. I got another little joking one. Joe Flacco. I'm sorry. This might be biased, but Joe Flacco is like
I think he's good. I like
Guys,
him.
Joe
Stuff
Flacco
like-
crazy.
the stuff like that at the end of a quarterback's career, like, do you think that boosts somebody's Hall of Fame resume? Like being good, being like okay for so long.
Especially he won a play or no, they didn't win a playoff game, did they?
So no, they didn't win one. But going along with your question, Jalen, before anybody answer, since we don't have another top, since we have a free space, I was talking to Shagun actually about this.
Yeah,
So now knowing Joe Flacco's post Ravens career, do you think Matt Ryan or Joe Flacco has had a better career? Or which career would you rather have, I should say?
I mean, I think it's pretty easy at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of easy. In my opinion, as a Falcons fan, I can say that.
I'm taking Joe. F Matt Ryan.
I'm gonna tell you
taking-
Joe's career. He got a Super Bowl win, and y'all around the same age, and you still playing like people want you.
Yeah, like within that context too, and like Matt Ryan has an MVP, but like you blew a 28-3 lead. like,
All right.
I know I'm saying though, like that's something that people look at when they're like, are you better than player B? Like,
so do you think
that was your MVP year and you did that? so
like, who's more likely to be a Hall of Famer?
I mean, I think
that Super Bowl is gonna help him regardless.
Yeah,
and what he's got going now, he's good.
Yeah, I think in like 15 years, nobody is gonna know who Matt Ryan is.
Sadly,
I disagree with that.
No, 28-3.
I think you're doing a little, yeah. No, I think Matt Ryan, because we still got an MVP. I think people will remember Matt Ryan more than Flacco, honestly, if we're going later in the years. Because
I mean, the longer that Flacco plays, it'll be more recent.
I mean, Matt Ryan got one thing that is going to help him in that conversation that Flacco don't. Matt Ryan had Julio. Everybody gonna remember Julio.
Yeah.
So like when you bring up Julio, who was his quarterback? Matt Ryan. You know what I mean? He got another leg to stand on with, I guess, relevancy.
It was a good comp for Matt Ryan, and maybe even Flacco, like in the 2000s, 15 years ago. Now that we're having this conversation, like
Phillip Rivers, probably. Well, Phillip Rivers plays longer.
Is he more of a Hall of Famer than Matt Ryan?
He just couldn't do nothing in the playoffs, bro. He has the numbers. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to think about it,
bro.
Y'all Falcons fans, man. They was killing me about 2016, 2017, 2018 when Flacco was going downhill and Matt Ryan was coming off MVP. It was killing me. Y'all was killing me talking about Matt Ryan is way better than Flacco and all this stuff.
I mean, at that point in time,
Flacco done added a comeback player of the year to his resume also, by the way.
And all right, brother, number nine. Let's get on with your list.
Another thing that hurt Flacco at that time was that Super Bowl run. As good as he did play and the teams he beat, he still had a not legendary defense, but he had a good defense attached to that too. The Falcons, we weren't known for our defense at all. That was purely our offense that got us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but with that, you can say that was Ray Lewis's farewell, and then look who's on the other side of the ball, like you said about the Julio thing. Like, look who was throwing him the ball. But yeah,
True.
that's a good combo.
Because hey, people remember Trent Dilfer. Got that
Number
one
nine.
chip.
I barely remember Trent Dilfer. Only because of the Super Bowl. Number 9 is Jared Goff. This might be the first time Jared Goff been on the list all season, actually. And honestly, he been okay. I think the Lions have been winning. They've been winning well, but I think it's been more on the run game. But I gotta put Jared Goff in here since they're playing well as a team, and he's playing okay. Number 8 is Patrick Mahomes. He moved back up, played a good game against the Saints, but I still don't think Mahomes is like playing better than the quarterbacks above him.
But isn't that scary?
I
We're gonna say
know-
no because he's not scared of him.
No. I'm biased. I'm trying to because I'll be like yes and no because clearly they've shown he cannot play well and win the Super Bowl. But I think also a lot of it is like we were talking about last week. Other teams just see Mahomes and don't play the way that they're supposed to play. Like Mahomes, I don't see him getting much better this year, especially because they keep losing receivers. And it's like, but they can mess around and go undefeated, which is stupid.
They might be the one with the historic defense by the end of the year.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say legendary, but they might.
I can 100% also see something crazy happening where the Chiefs go undefeated and then lose in the playoffs, just because they aren't that good.
Yeah, it'll
But
be
it-
like it
That'd
finally
be
caught up
crazy.
to him. Like you couldn't just skate by with
Yeah.
aura.
Number 7 is Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has been putting together a string of good games.
Well, got that swag surf. He's seen the BBLs and Mercedes.
Hey, and my boy ain't used to this. Hey, he from up there in Minnesota. He ain't used to seeing all this down here.
Hey, bro, I'm telling y'all, every Falcons game,
Bro,
y'all coming at me, bro.
They
Every
be turned. They
game-
do be turned. Y'all do be really turned.
Yeah,
Like,
after every prime
extremely
time
turned.
win, bro, y'all be like, y'all, you would think the
Bro,
Falcons win the Super
It
Bowl.
was
bro.
like the Super Bowl for real. I was annoyed. Grow up.
But
Y'all are
listen, though,
excited about Kirk.
that's a divisional rival.
I
first
don't
off.
care. Y'all are excited about Kirk Cousins and y'all won because the playoff rules are trash. For real.
Like overtime rules.
What
That's what I
overtime
meant. That's what I meant. Sorry. I was thinking about y'all celebrating like it was the playoffs. I mean, for real though. Like, that's why y'all won. You might have still won. I don't know. But they celebrate like, oh my gosh, it's a freaking win. Chill out.
That's why.
But-
That's
You
why.
aren't used to winning. That's crazy.
It ain't got nothing to do with being used to being somewhere. Ain't nobody got to act like they've been there before. It's a divisional rival and you hear how you talking. Just imagine everybody else. It's a divisional rival who's supposed to win the division, who everybody said we was gonna get swept by before the
No,
season.
nobody said that. Nobody said that, Malin. Don't say that. The
People did say that.
Falcons are supposed to be better than the Bucks this year.
After those first 2 games, everybody flipped that. Don't lie.
No,
Okay,
Everybody
I'll
flipped
give
that.
you that. I'll give you that.
So this game, we were not expected to win at all. So I'm not gonna say we should have celebrated like it was a Super Bowl.
Unexpected to win.
calling cap on that one, sir.
You're
Wait,
wrong.
what you mean?
It
We
was-
were
it
not
was-
expected to win.
Y'all were
Expected-
home.
It don't
I
matter.
mean, I think it was pretty even, 50-50 either way.
I
Yeah,
ain't
but then
look at
y'all
the
had
bet
home
now,
field
but I'll be
advantage.
sure for next time. But either way, I understand, Jamie, you were in hostile territory, so you was just feeling a bit uneasy, and you just ain't like all the the hype around. It's okay.
But do
But-
y'all think that like that's maybe a product of like how people from Atlanta act? Like
That could
People-
also be
and people
true.
from Atlanta act like that about everything. Like
Yeah,
literally
That's true.
everything.
They're emotional. Like
Yeah, like
I would just
everything
say
is
this
like
in-
a celebration. Let's go to the club. Like they do it to everything, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they're
the
like-
emotional.
South, man. What
That's
you
what-
expect?
That's why when y'all lose, y'all hurt so bad because y'all get so emotional. Y'all get so high after a win, and then y'all lose and be like, "What are we doing? Like fire everybody."
But also, you
Yeah.
also gotta realize the parts that play into the roller coaster are the ways we lose, not even just losing. This ain't even got this is only the 28-3 is only one example. This happens all the time. So of course, we are high up, but that's because during the game we look like we're gonna win. we ain't like we just getting blown straight out. We look like we gonna win. And that's multiple sports.
I mean, hey, just emotional, bro. Control the emotions. And I like the Falcons. Anyway, number 6, he's fallen. Josh Allen. He had an awful game on Sunday. And let me be clear. I mean, I'm not gonna cap to y'all. The Ravens game had me so like out of it that the 1:00 games, I didn't see almost anything for the 1:00 games. So I went back and watched highlights of some stuff. And I know what I told y'all about highlights, but the Ravens had me all messed up. But Josh Allen looked bad this week. And that's 2 weeks in a row he's looked terrible. And now it's weird because now it's like the first 3 weeks, Josh Allen could be Superman. He gonna win MVP. Now 2 weeks later, he need a receiver. He needs somebody. He can't do it alone.
He talked too early, Tom. I was like, oh, it's good not to have people worried about stats. Well, you might need them.
Yeah, exactly.
The dogs worry about they touches because they know they impact the game.
They had 3 easy games, and when they get 2 good opponents, then they look sorry. All right.
And then the play calling at the end, not to turn this into analysis, but that play calling at the end was just atrocious. How you backed up in like your own 5 and you choose to throw the ball 3 straight times, knowing y'all got to go win. Like,
Yeah, them and the Bengals, bro. Number 5 is CJ Stroud. CJ is average right now. He won the game against the Bills, so he's above Josh Allen, but I ain't got nothing else to say about CJ. Number 4 is Baker. Even though they lost, Baker still played a good game, and he's had a solid season this year, but he's fallen a little bit. Sam Darnold is 3. He didn't play well in London, even though they still won. They're 4-1. But I think Sam Darnold can still come back up if he come back with another good game next week. Number 2 is Lamar. I'm trying not to be biased, but Lamar. I watched every game. Lamar's playing really good this year. The defense is selling him a lot, but Lamar is playing insane. And then number 1 is who Lamar plays next week, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, this might be a product of expectation, is why he's number 1. Because people are like blowing up Jaden Daniels a lot, but I think that's just because he's a rookie. So I'll let him have it for now. But I like Jaden Daniels number 1 because he's been playing well all year and he had low expectations coming into the year, especially compared to Caleb. So that's my list this week.
I like it. Wait, was Baker on there?
Number 4.
Well, my fault. I zoned out for a second.
He zoned out on the Bucks part. By the way, Jamie, you can tell EJ Derek Carr fell off the list. I gave him 2 weeks on, but he fell all the way off.
He doesn't deserve it anymore.
Yeah, he fell all the way off the list. I'm sorry. Flacco is better than Derek Carr.
All right, time for
Hold on.
men.
Can you read that?
You can't see it.
It says, tell EJ what?
Well, he got his ear next to the door?
No, he's downstairs.
What up,
right.
EJ?
So now onto the Heisman list. And it's crazy because 2 weeks ago, when I really started the list, I was saying how much the position players probably won't win it. But now the 2 position players are at the top of the list. It's just great. Well, I mean, the quarterbacks, all of them been underwhelming, but it's been a while since we've seen this. Since Devontae Smith when none of the quarterbacks were really playing that well.
Oh, and we gotta talk about Vanderbilt. But go ahead.
That's crazy. But and when I went back and listened last week, I see why you did yours in the order you did it. So I'm start with 5 and not 1 this week.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say, first off, the Tennessee quarterback, Nico, I lie.
You never even try to say his name.
Yeah, he just be like Tennessee quarterback.
Tennessee quarterback. He is off the list until further notice. I kept him on there really based off hype and the fact that Tennessee was a top 5 team, but no. I mean, he's talented. I like how he plays. It's just he ain't ready for all that yet.
I am a Levi.
So at 5, I got a tie. I didn't really want to call him honorable mention since that they're really playing around the same. But at 5, I got Dylan Gabriel from Oregon and Cade Klubnik from Clemson. June, he been on my case about Cade Klubnik the whole time. And after that Georgia game, you know, I just he ain't good enough because they didn't score more than I think they only scored 3. But these last couple weeks, Cade been looking good, and I think Clemson actually ends up running the table, with the exception of playing Miami. I think that the ACC is really theirs. So I got him, and then yeah, that's the tie for 5. I mean, I ain't got much to say about Dylan Gabriel other than he on Oregon. I mean, I got to watch him. I watched a little bit of his game last week. I mean, he's good. He's just gonna be on the Heisman rankings just based on who he plays for and what rank they are and all that stuff. And then my boy, well, I ain't gonna call him my boy because he played for Bama, but old Milroe, he had to slide on down.
Oh, okay.
He slid up because I really didn't have him at the top anyway, but he slid up after that Georgia win. But life come at you fast, my boy. I don't know what you couldn't handle, Van. I don't know what was going on, but you got to slide down the rankings after that. So I got him at 4. Number 3, I got Cam Ward. Until further notice, he's probably the best quarterback in college football. He just found a way to win. They were down like 20 something in the second half. I think they didn't finish that game over there in California until almost 3 a.m. But hey, he pulled it out. They stay undefeated. Just a quick side note. It's so crazy to me that how the new conference alignment. You got both California and Stanford joining the Atlantic Coastal Conference. I mean the Atlantic Coastal Conference.
Yeah, I've thought about that too. Like that's weird.
So like I saw a tweet, they were like, just say Stanford and California go to the ACC championship. They gotta fly all the way to North Carolina to play it. That defeats the purpose of all these conferences.
That's a long flight for a conference championship.
Exactly. But, yeah, I got Cam Ward at 3. Number 2, I got that boy Travis. He probably could go up a little higher, but he didn't play last week. So right now I got him at 2. Then my boy Genty, Ashton Genty from Boise State. Bro, his stats are just insane right now. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was a graphic.
Yeah,
through 6 games, he's already like on pace beating Barry Sanders when he set the whole FBS rushing season, single season rushing record back in whatever year that was. He's like,
so I'm not watching his games. So like, what's happening? Like, how is he? Is it a good offensive line or like?
It's both. Like his offensive line is good, but also like he'll get to the second level with the linebackers and just break their tackles, like all of them. Like
he's just shedding, bro.
He like what's the pinball machine? He just boom, boom. He bounced off everybody. He's only like 5'9". Like nobody can bring him down though.
Like a fast Marshawn.
Yeah. I like he more like how Mark Ingram was in college when he played for Bama. Just shifty but strong. Like he be stiff arming like the defensive lineman. Like he's strong. But even though like you can say he just breaking tackles, but like you watch the plays, it's like how did he do that?
He had 13 for 186. That is insane.
And he only played first half.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that is insane. 13
he hasn't played the second half in 2 of his games this year, so he could have probably another 200 yards attached to what he already got. And a couple more touchdowns.
Over 1,000 yards in, what is it, 4 games he's playing? Well,
5.
I guess you take away two halves, that's one less game. So 4 games.
4 games. 16 touchdowns, 1,031 yards.
That is insane.
And of course it's Boise State, so people go look at competition, but he put up 200 on Oregon and like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean,
so
when you play,
it don't matter who he play.
When you play in lesser teams, this is what you're supposed to do. Like your numbers are supposed to be all time. if you're that good.
Exactly. But we ain't seen a running back like a dominant running back like this in years. The last running back to win the Heisman was Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and that was what 2014, somewhere around there.
2014 or 15. Yeah.
D. Henry, Alabama,
Nah, CMC should have won that one. Sorry.
Roll Tide. DMC, not DMC. What did I say? I said DMC.
What
Derrick,
thing about power?
Derrick Henry been CMC, but Derrick Henry been better than CMC their whole career, college and NFL.
Better traditional running back, yes, but better all purpose. You already know who got that. But that's the thing why CMC should have won the Heisman that year, because he had like 4 or 5 like kick and punt return. Like he literally did everything for Stanford that year. And Derrick Henry was just running the I formation at dominant Alabama.
Alabama, yeah. But they won the ship that year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Championship. I'm trying to see. What year did he win the Heisman? 2015 he won the Heisman. And yeah, they were the national championship that year. But all right, I like the list. Miss College Football, you have any issues with that? I think you can't hear you. Did you say something?
I said, nah,
Oh.
What you want the Oklahoma quarterback on there?
absolutely not.
I was just about to say, oh no, he
I'm
can't
just-
hit on my list.
I'm just salty about old Dylan. That's
What
okay.
didn't y'all replace him?
The quarterback?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
Well, if you suck, you suck.